What's up everyone, it's Sean here, and today I'm back to review the all-new Nike Air Max 270 in the black and hot punch colorway. These released on February 2nd for a US retail price of $150 and a retail price here in Canada of $200. So the official colorway for this shoe is black, and hot punch, and as part of the first wave of the Air Max 270 line, this colorway also released alongside other colors like a black and orange, a black and blue, and a black and green. So the Air Max 270 was designed by Dylan Rash, who is more commonly known as the designer of the Roshe 1. These were designed for lifestyle and just casual use, as opposed to past Air Max sneakers that were designed to be performance oriented. In addition, in designing this shoe, they took elements of both the Air Max 180 and the Air Max 93, both sneakers which I've recently reviewed in the past week. So these do come in a special and unique looking box. So as opposed to your standard red Nike sportswear box, these come in a white based box. We have this Air 270 branding on the top, Air 270 branding on the side. We have this big Nike branding on one side, and then we have the size label on the other. As for the shoe itself, for the most part, the entire upper is comprised of engineered mesh done in black. Taking a look at the toe box, you can see there's these slits for ventilation found throughout. And then wrapping around the toe box, there's this fused material that gives you that additional reinforcement, and we have this Nike swoosh on the lateral side. Taking a look at the midfoot of the lateral side of the shoe, first off we have this Air 270 branding that's kind of like stamped into the material. Next to that we have this Nike swoosh, and then below this we have another piece of fuse, once again giving you that additional reinforcement. Flipping it over to the medial side, this looks pretty much identical to the lateral side, except over here we have this 270 branding just at the base of the toe box. In terms of the mesh that they used, while it is pretty soft to the touch, it is lined with some nylon on the back, so this makes it a lot less stretchy than it would have been if it was just one single layer. The tongue on these shoes is done in black nylon. Inside the tongue we have some additional stuffing or padding to increase the comfort, and then we have this Air 270 branding found at the top along with this Nike swoosh. Overlaid on top of the tongue we have the laces, which are done in an oval style in black. Flipping the shoe over to the back end, we have this nylon shroud done in black. We have this Air branding along with this nylon pull tab that has a Nike swoosh and Air 270 branding found within. The interior of the shoe is done entirely in black. It comes with a black Ortholite insole that has Air Max branding on the heel done in this hot punch color. These Air Max 270s sit atop this black Phylon foam midsole that's found along the forefoot, and then towards the back heel we have the most famous part of the shoe, which is of course this giant air bubble. So this air bubble is done in this translucent hot punch color, and supposedly this is the thickest airbag that's found on any Nike sneaker so far. As I flip the shoe over to the bottom, you can see how it's done basically in two different halves. So towards the forefoot area, this is done in black rubber, and then towards the back end, we have this hot punch colored U shape that forms the shape of the airbag. And then right in the middle of this U shape, we have this Air Max branding. In terms of sizing, so I'm typically between a size 10 and a 10.5 in most of my Nike sneakers, but I'm usually a 10.5 in Air Max. So for these Air Max 270s, they fit a little bit narrow and long, so I was able to go down a half size to a size 10. They fit me perfectly from a length perspective, but they are a little bit snug across the midfoot where the laces are. However, when I tried on the 10.5, it was very comfortable from a width perspective, but it was a little bit long and there was too much space in the toe box than I would have preferred. So if you do have wide feet, I recommend sticking with your true Air Max size. Otherwise, you probably can get away with going a half size down. In terms of comfort, so these Air Max 270s were pretty comfortable overall. So this foam piece along the forefoot was decently soft, and of course this massive Air Max bag in the back will give you a lot of cushioning. However, as I touched upon earlier in my review, this mesh upper, while it's soft to the touch, it's not that stretchy, and I did have some difficulty getting my foot into the shoe. I personally would have preferred if the shoe was constructed using a material that was a bit more forgiving and a bit more stretchy, and I'm curious to see how the Flyknit adaptation of the shoe will turn out. So now let me lace these up and show you guys how these Air Max 270s look on feet. Overall, I always love when Nike is able to push the boundaries, and in the case of these 270s, incorporate the biggest Air Max bag yet. However, this shoe has room for improvement, namely the fit of the shoe, the materials used, and overall the quality didn't feel like it was worthy of the $200 Canadian price point. Given the quality of the materials and the quality of the construction of the shoe, I would have expected this to be closer to around $160 to $170. Hopefully when the Flyknit adaptation of these 270s comes out, the price point isn't going to be too crazy. All in all, these are a decently comfortable shoe with a very nice design. So if you guys are fans of the Air Max line, I would recommend picking up a pair, and there probably will be a ton of colorways flooding the marketplace in the next few months. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and give me a follow also on my Instagram at SGO8. And last but not least, you can hit me up on my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in my next review.